to help the millions of kids who have parents behind bars, especially when 75% of them will be separated into foster care and never be reunited with their families?
Well, if you're one former prisoner, you actually use the extreme sport of kite surfing to empower women while funding families in need. This story is truly incredible, and Kirsten Cole has it for us.
Kite surfing?
Kite surfing,
Okay.
guys, but it all comes from the fact that there are these kids in needs. 1.7 million kids are living with a parent behind bars right now in the United States. It's hard to believe that the numbers are just that tough. And then when you learn that most of them are never going to see that mom or dad again because they get separated by foster care, it really breaks your heart. And it happened to one woman, Linda Argilla. She wanted to reach out and help the countless other families that were suffering. Now she's using this unlikely combination, the extreme sport of kite surfing and fundraising, to make a difference.
When I learned that I would not be reunited with my daughter and I had lost my appeal in prison, she was only 9 years old at the time.
Linda Argilla's year behind bars took away her freedom but helped her find her calling. After losing everything, she's giving back, raising $30 million for charities to help children and families, but not without going to the darkest place she'd ever been after finding out, in the time long before Google and Facebook, the father of her child was one of the nation's most wanted marijuana dealers.
I was 6 months pregnant when I found out that, his secret. And the FBI came to my house, raided the house. 10 years later, I was sentenced to a year and a day in federal prison for harboring a fugitive.
Because you lied to the feds when they came looking for him.
Yes.
It was a devastating time for her daughter, Ashley.
Do you remember that moment when your mom had to tell you?
Yes, I do actually. I remember like it was yesterday. I think that it really shaped my upbringing and who I am today.
Hi, sister.
Today, Linda and Ashley partner with the charity Our Children, run by Sister Tiza. The charity, based in Queens for 25 years, has provided homes after prison to mothers, job training for the recently released in their thrift shop, and daycare for the children. The need is great.
I wish we could go out of business.
And the Argillas have found an innovative way to raise funds that helps both sides of this equation. Harnessing the power of wind and women's wills to fund their cause with Dream Extreme. The greatest names in kite surfing come to the Hamptons each summer to teach. Participants are funding families in need.
So how is it that you managed to turn kiteboarding into fundraising to help women and children in need?
I figured if I could get through prison, I could learn how to kiteboard. It was the driving force behind overcoming my fears.
Each kiter discovers newfound strength while helping strengthen family bonds for women who need to launch their own new start.
You're going to rebuild a life. I guarantee you that.
Want to be a part of it all? The Dream Extreme event happens on Long Island the last week of September. We've put links at PIX11.com to find out more about Our Children, the charity, and the kite surfing that is changing their lives.
Literally.